Hi and welcome to Medieval Morticia. This is a retail rage rant. I just had a really terrible, horrible experience at work. I've just come home and kind of ranted and raved to my mum about it, and then my mum was like, you should write it down, get it all out and forget about it and move on, which is a healthy way to go about things. So I started typing on my laptop here, writing about all these points, blah 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 blah, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make a video, I'm just going to rant. Don't care if anybody doesn't agree with me or doesn't see it. I don't care. I just feel it's therapeutic. I'm just gonna blast it all out and get it out there. So here goes. I just had a horrible experience. I can't really go into any detail, but it was just a crappy experience. And for anybody who's worked in retail, they know exactly. I don't need to describe it. Just the kind of person that comes in and just verbally abuses you for something really simple, and it's just not necessary for them to act in the way that they react in the way that they do, but they do anyway. They just don't give a shit. But retailers, they face abuse from bad-mannered customers on a regular basis, and I personally received on a number of occasions all sorts of verbal abuse, shouting, swearing, belittling and insulting my place of work and me as a person, and I just don't think it's okay. It's just not okay. The saying, the customer is always right, irritates me to no end. It's a dead cliche, and quite frankly, should not be the case when the individual is acting in an uncivilized manner. They are being verbally abusive and aggressive. It shouldn't happen. The customer is not always right in that case at all. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with speaking to human beings in that way. It stresses me out. Anyway, society is so consumer-driven that they seem to think that that's acceptable. Like, I would never just go into somebody's workplace, and even if I didn't agree with something, I wouldn't just be like, you know what, I'm just going to verbally abuse you today, because why the hell not? I've got every right to do so. Haven't I? No. Some people, they say, oh, well, when you're faced with a negative situation, you're bound to react angrily towards that person. Absolutely. If they explain something to me in a level-headed, calm, polite manner, the way that I speak to my customers, myself, I'm not just gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna berate you because I don't like what I'm hearing. No. If I have a problem, I go about it the right way, and I still express that I'm unhappy about something, but I don't start shouting at somebody for doing their job. No. So if I were to combine the retail jobs that I've had over the years, I think I've been working in the retail sector roughly, it's got to be, current job is nearly 6 years, and I've worked in a few other places. It's got to be over 7 years of experience that I have had in the retail sector, and it still surprises me to this day how many individuals are rude, demanding, and just downright awful in any response to something that is often a really simple matter. No. You end up apologising for their mistakes and you compensate them for it, and it's just, what? It's absolutely bizarre. I don't get it. Absolutely bizarre. None of us are perfect. I'm not saying that I am, because I'm not. But what gives an aggressive individual the right to come in and start verbally abusing a shop worker? Where is it written that I should bow down to someone who thinks it's acceptable to shout in my face, to swear at me, and belittle and insult me as a person? No, it's nowhere. The fact that I have to stand there and take that abuse silently and wait until that person has finished shouting at me, and then I have to very calmly reiterate what I previously said, it's not okay. No. If you really don't like a service and you think that your problem is not been taken seriously or it's not been dealt with properly, then fine, fair enough. Take a step back and think, right, I can make a complaint right here, right now, in a civilised manner, and I can get the situation addressed right then and there correctly. And if you need to take it further, you need to get some contact details, you need to write to head office, whatever it is, then you can ask for that, you can be given it, and then you can go and do it in your own time. And if it happens that if it happens to be that you're right, you're in the right, then you're going to get an apology. You might even get some kind of recompense for it. But screaming and shouting because you're not getting this or that or whatever it is that you want, it only reflects badly on you as a person. If it's that bad, go somewhere else. Simple. Abusive customers shouldn't be tolerated, in my personal opinion. They should be told to leave. We don't need your business. We don't need your custom. We don't need you screaming and shouting at our employees. Go away. If it's that bad, go somewhere else. I mean, we're not emotionless automations. There have been plenty of times when I've had personal trials and tribulations, but I've always made it a priority to be polite, helpful, and kind to anybody in any situation, but especially when I'm at work as well. You have to leave that behind and you have to step in and be professional. Simple as. Not saying that everybody does that, because sometimes they don't, and sometimes the employee is at fault. Like, yeah, fair enough. But 9 times out of 10, in my experience, when somebody's coming in all bluster, shouting, screaming, swearing, throwing out insults at me and my colleagues, yeah, 9 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, that person is the person that's in the wrong, and we are in the right. So, mutual respect has got to be made out of that. Another thing that annoys me is saying that retail employers are unable to succeed anywhere else, when it's such an ignorant statement. It's elitist and it's wholly untrue. I'm nearly 26 years old. I have had plenty of experience in the retail sector and other sectors. I have plenty of experience interacting with other individuals. I've got a degree under my belt, and I work freelance in various other sectors as well. And I know plenty of other people, colleagues, who are equally, if not more so, qualified and experienced in various different sectors. We all have the ability to do things. We're all intelligent human beings, respectful of other people, but we might not have been given the right opportunity yet, or we might be saving up money so that we can move on and do something else, or maybe we're actually in this profession because that's where we want to be. So it doesn't give somebody else the right to turn around and talk to us like we're a piece of poop on the end of their shoe. That's not to say that everybody is like that, all customers are like that, because that's not the case, obviously. There are plenty of absolutely lovely people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis that make my work a joy. I love being able to interact with all sorts of different people and having a nice chat with them, and you get returning customers, you get to know them, and everything goes smoothly, and it's really nice. It really is a pleasure and it's a joy to interact with those people, and in that sense retail work can be really rewarding. What I'm basically saying is, don't be a It's a pretty simple concept, and it can apply to all aspects of life as well. I mean, I try to employ it in my day-to-day life. I'm pretty sure that anybody else out there can do the same. Like, fair enough, sometimes, you might be in the right. Sometimes you're not. You just have to roll with it, deal with it. Be completely, you can't always be completely level-headed, obviously. That's a ridiculous thing to say, Vicky. But, you just need to be like, okay, take a step back and deal with this. Like just tonight was just ridiculous, and it's not even like it was a youth that had come in off the street and was being verbally abusive. It was a fully grown person that had come in, and I can't go into detail, I can't describe it, but it was just ridiculous is the only word I can use. This has been good, this has been great. Don't even care if anybody if nobody agrees with me, if nobody sees this, I'm not too bothered. It was just nice to get it out there. I might not even upload this, who knows. If I did happen to upload this and you happen to watch it, thank you very much, and sorry that it was such a weird rant, but maybe you're in the same boat as me, maybe you're not, who knows. But let's just all get along.